Hello and welcome to Highly Bothered and all that good stuff. Before we start, let's just get all of the hoopla out of the way. This video is not intended to bully anyone, so don't be out in the world bullying people because of this video. As always, I'm just as stupid, probably a little bit less stupid, but just as stupid as everybody else on the internet. And I just be on here talking. Meaning, don't form whole ass opinions based on anything I say. Do your research and then come up with your own conclusions. And I'm only making this video because if every time I get in the car, I gotta hear a Saweetie song, then I have every right to say something about it because I am tired. Okay? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so getting it right into it, I'm ready to talk about how I feel about Saweetie, and I don't care about how anybody else feel because I've already made up my mind. It's done. So shall we begin? First off, I'm just gonna start off by saying her name is not the greatest idea because the first time I seen her name, somebody was talking about it on Twitter and I was just sitting there like, who is Saweetie? By the way, it's probably more likely pronounced that way than it is Saweetie. If you follow the dictionary and the words and that word does not pronounce Saweetie. That's Saweetie. There's something Saweetie. That's something else. So that's already not good. Sorry, not sorry. I literally thought that was the dumbest name until I heard somebody on the radio say it. And we'll get to the radio very shortly. We'll talk about that very soon. Just hold on. Just hold on. Anyways, let's discuss how literally all of her hit songs are literally somebody else's songs. Okay, so here's the thing. I do understand sampling music, but when most artists sample music, they do it here or there. Or they do a song that 85% of the people that listen to them, their audience, isn't familiar with. And then they might change it up. They might not rap the exact same way as the original song. But we don't get that for Saweetie. In Saweetie's instance, we get her taking a beat and literally rapping it the exact same way that it originally was rapped. And there's no really real changes except for the lyrics here and there. Because Saweetie uses literally all 90s and 2000s samples. She uses things that a lot of people in her demographic of music that she's trying to reach out to will more likely connect to, because a lot of the people that's my age are very nostalgic about the 90s and 2000s, and anything that simply reminds them about the 90s or 2000s, they're going to love instantly. Saweetie literally uses 90% of other people's beats, cadence, or lyrics. She had one song called Baby. I was looking at some of her songs the other day and it was just the same thing as Ashanti kind of, but the beat was a little but I'm that's half of her solo catalog is other people's stuff, and I'm supposed to take that seriously. Honestly, that's just really straight up pander to our generation, because I already said, we be so nostalgic about all of the 90s and 2000s stuff that hearing just the beat of one of her songs is going to get you already hyped. So you already got somebody. I can't take that seriously though. I'm very sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm just polite and I say sorry. None of her top hit songs are original songs from Saweetie. It's just I just cannot make this shit up. Her whole most top catalog is stolen songs or samples in features. Nothing original. Now, I never expected her to be the best, but come on. To this day, I don't even like Jacquees or whatever, because I didn't like him stealing people's songs. I don't like him just having his whole career based off covering songs. Hell, Tory Lanez for the matter. I didn't listen to him. But at least Jacquees and Tory brings confidence to their stolen sampled songs. I don't feel like Saweetie has confidence in her music. Like with the song Tap In, I do not feel it. Like, especially when she gets to that part, like, I'm like, damn, is you rushing? Like, breathe, like, say it. Diamonds decent on your nigga. Like, girl, you rushing, you trying to spill it out all fast. Like, just be more confident. It's like the whole chorus to the song Tap In sound like a fucking like a game. It's not even serious. I'm too old for that. It's like she lacks a lot of confidence in her sound. It's like she know what she's saying is some bullshit and she just can't fully commit to saying it. But she just saying it. And there's no confidence. There's no It's not It's just it's not. You feel me? It's like it's not. If you can understand that. For instance, her freestyle on Ebro, which I will put the clip here.
I'm looking like a beauty, but I'm moving like a beast. Sweet to eat the beat, got me on repeat. If you didn't know, I'm the eighth wonder to see. If you asking about,
like, she looked mad awkward. Her stance was all weird and forward. Her hands was all down. You could even see the people on the couch was not feeling it that much. It's like she ain't even believe what she was saying, for real. So I can only imagine her stage presence at a concert. I mean, I guess she might be nervous just being in a room with 3 random people, but I guess how would you feel with a stadium full of people? You can't just be not confident when you a rapper. You gotta have a little bit. It's like, that's part of the deal. You have to be confident. Like, even the City Girls be mad confident in their songs. And I don't even care I do not even like the City Girls, but they're very confident in their songs. They do have sampled music, but all of their songs are not, like, their first song was a sample, but they have put out original music that has actually charted, that has actually been played, like, in the world by, like, radio stations and stuff. So that's why I'll have a little bit more respect for the City Girls, because they have confidence and they make original music, even though they have ghostwriters and stuff, but still, a lot of rappers do. But the funny thing about that Ebro freestyle is that it wasn't even a freestyle. It was a rap that she had written a long time ago when she was rapping in the car. So for her, she had more confidence rapping it in the car than she did when she was on Ebro. And I'll put that clip in here.
In the east, I'm looking like a beauty, but I'm moving like a beast. Sweet east the beat, got me on repeat.
So for her to bring that outdated recycled rap to a freestyle, like, you know, you going on here, you know, you might have to freestyle. Even before, if you watch it, she's like, I'm ready. You can bring that old outdated freestyle to this station and you're not even confident on it. It just shows me you're not even that serious about what you're doing, and that this is a game. Like, are you an industry plant, sweetie? Please, just, it's kind of clear, but you really not helping. You making it very obvious, because you don't even enjoy it that much. You just like to be well offset and to have Birkin bags. But yeah, it's like, girl, either you just don't care about your rap career, or you really just such a basic ass writer that you can't even come up with a quick freestyle to go on a show that's promoting you, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. It's promoting you, sweetie, sweetheart, Swally, whoever you are. It's promoting you. Okay? Come up with something new. Be a little bit more confident. Okay? That might work. But that brings us to the fact that her lyrics are super basic. Now, I know like 90% of these new rappers, very basic lyrics, okay? But at least they have original music for the most part. You can't just be a basic rapper and have every song sampled, because now that's just showing me that you're either being used or you're trying to use me. And if you're trying to use me, I don't like you. But when it comes down to other rappers, it's like, yeah, most people don't write their own raps. Most of these rappers, if they do, it'd be basic, but like I said, they use original music, and they aren't using our love for the 90s and the 2000s to pander to us, to get us to like them. And they're just, I don't know what to say. Like, they're using their own music, even though it might be basic. They might have a good beat, and you can respect somebody for that. Okay, I can respect you for that. But a lot of people really do like Saweetie's songs because of that 90s and 2000s feel. I'm myself, I'm guilty of it. I be in a car like, when is tapping gonna come on? Because I'm just so used to hearing it in the car that I feel like it just needs to be on whenever I'm in the car now. Even though I do not really care for the song, I like the Blow the Whistle song. So they not playing Blow the Whistle, might as well put that Saweetie shit on. And it's not just the fact that she samples music all the time. It's just the fact that they play her music like 200 times a day on the radio, and it is ridiculous. Okay, if you're somebody like me who is pretty kind of lazy when it comes to the aux cord or the Bluetooth, and if I'm just in the car real quick, I'm just getting in the car and I'm going, or people that don't have auxes or Bluetooths, or people that still ride with their parents in the car and their parents just listen to the radio. All the people like us, we suffer because we have to hear that on the radio every time we get in the car. Every 5 minutes they're playing Saweetie, Tappin', Icy Girl, whatever. And I feel like you just start hearing the song so much that you just kind of start to like it. Like it manipulates your brain into thinking like, well, if you listening to it this much, you must like it. So now your brain thinks that you like the song. And that's the same thing that happened with LMA and Boot Up, because I hated that song. But I was boot up by myself in the car, like, I hate myself. I was so mad that anytime I caught myself singing it, I was like, ooh, fuck y'all. I was mad at DJ Mustard. I'm like, why y'all put all this money on this song, putting it on the radio? I don't want to hear this. But like, my question is, why is Saweetie's label only really pushing out these stolen sample songs? Why don't they push out any of her original music? Why don't they push out anything else other than the stuff that they know is nostalgic to us? I feel like I have a pretty good answer to that. And I feel like that answer to that is because she's not that good. And whoever discovered her, there's a few things. So either they discover her because she's like an industry plant and they needed somebody pretty who rap to kind of promote, or her family is pretty much already in the business and she probably was like, you know what, get me in there. Because I know everybody claims that Saweetie was trying to get in it on her own, but I'm not fucking stupid, okay? There's no way that you're coming up on your own and then clearing 200 samples for like medals. Like you cannot be new and broke, because she claimed she was broke, but you getting all these samples cleared. I mean, I know you got a record label and that's what they pay for, but like, if that was just so common, that would be happening with more people. With Jacquees, I know like he was doing that, but they didn't have every single one of his sampled songs playing on the radio constantly. Like they might have had one, they played the LMA joint on there a couple times, but people shut it down. Why can't nobody shut Saweetie down? Why is why is this? All right, next point. Saweetie's label be pushing on stuff. I think she signed to Warner label or Warner Records, and I feel like Warner Records has people like NLE Chopper and Meek Mill, and I don't really know too much about these record labels, but I feel like I know those two, and I think they might have had Prince. So I don't know if like because they had Prince that they just got a lot of money because they own his masters, and so they just can afford to splurge on like one of their only young female rap artists, and they want her to like become the next Nicki Minaj or something. But I don't think she gonna ever become the next Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj can freestyle and Nicki Minaj is very creative. Like she's literally creative. Like you can just look at her in like back in 2012, just looking at Nicki Minaj, you be like, oh, you got a lot going on in your mind, honey. You got, let me add a picture of Nicki Minaj for reference. You can look at that and be like, girl, it's a lot going on in your mind right now. But I don't know if Saweetie's record label was just trying to get as much as they can out of a young, very pretty female who, is a rapper, or what, or her family's helping her or what, but I just know I'm so tired of this shit. I'm so tired of having to be forced to put in my aux cord or put my Bluetooth on because I don't want to hear a Saweetie song, or I'm gonna have to listen to one of the pop stations. And I'm okay with pop stations, but I mean, they be playing like the Migos and stuff on there, but I'm pretty sure they probably be playing Saweetie on there too, because if they plan to put her on the black stations 200 times an hour, I'm pretty sure they might have a little budget to put her on the pop stations, like, 50 times an hour. So whatever. But all I gotta say to Saweetie is, please, honey, baby Saweetie, make some original music, because I feel like if you continue to take samples and continue to not be creative within your career path, then you're just going to be left in the dust. And honestly, I feel like you would be very better in fashion, and that you should get into doing that now. I see what you're doing a little bit, but I would suggest probably just digging deeper into that, and probably to just stop making music overall, because we already know who you are, but a lot of us is just tired of hearing it. I know you have fans that's gonna be like, oh, give me music, but you see Rihanna don't put out music. So if Rihanna not putting out music, girl, you don't need to put out music. It ain't that serious. We'll be all right without another Saweetie song. Like, I promise you, it'll be just fine. Like, I promise. But yeah, leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, stick around, still subscribe. You might like my next video. You never know. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
I know you see the writings on the wall, and you can keep on crying if you want, but I'm out.